I don't think any of us really imagined that it would grow to be what it is today. You know, a year and a half ago or so, we started talking about this issue, and the issue was really a pressing issue for our work downtown. We were really trying to do the best that we could with the issue. You know, we instituted a downtown resource officer program, and you know, business members were looking at extra security. I mean, we really, I think, went as far as we could with the issue.
Well, last October when we were invited to join Community Innovations, Rimrock really didn't know what to expect, but we showed up anyway, as did more people than we even thought would come. What was so impressive is that from that point on, the momentum never stopped. We continued to meet every week, every month. We started working towards solutions at the very beginning. And what impressed me the most is it was evident very early that this was not just a downtown Billings problem. This is our community's problem. And that means all of us had to pull together to make sure that we were kind of coming up with a solution that would fit everybody. And most importantly, it's fitting the needs of the people that really need to be helped.
The one unique thing about this one is the team actually was able to really bring in the American Indian aspect of it and welcome us in.
We have different perceptions and ideas and beliefs, and I think from one native relating to another native, we can understand each other and we can help each other. And I can relate to someone who understands me and accept their help.
I think for a while I was fearful about what the future would bring if we hadn't had these conversations and if we hadn't done this work together, if we hadn't been inclusive. I kind of feel like we would have built something uneven or not correct if we hadn't had everybody that's at the table now. And now we have a great chance to build something comprehensive and sustainable with the partners that we have at the table.
Without getting help, I could not stay sober.
Generally, it's multifaceted. They come from a pretty difficult background. Many times it's a traumatic background. And so we want to give them as much support as we can as a group, as a team.
I got involved in a system when I was 21 years old. I was charged for assault with a weapon, which stemmed from an incident that happened when I was 12 years old. I was raped by a relative. You know, my story is not unique. So many people that are from where I'm from and other reservations, we all have the same story. And I think if we just reach out and get that help, with understanding, I think that things can change.
I think one of the most important things that's happened, not only to downtown Billings, but for our community, is looking how different organizations, different entities have come together to fight for that solution, that long-term solution. And there's no end in sight. I think we're going to be together for a long time making sure that that happens.
It's just not a group of people that come together and talk, but it's actually very solution-oriented. And because of that, I think we have very mutual ways in which we work with our clients.
Early on, we knew if we were going to have long-term success, we needed to have an outreach coordinator on the streets with Matt and Tony, addressing the clientele really early on. We worked collaboratively with Marcy Neary at the Community Crisis Center, and we interviewed some candidates. We put together a job description that we felt would work well. Through that, Joel Simpson was hired as the ROC, the Resource Outreach Coordinator, and immediately we knew that was a good hire, and his effect has been immeasurable.
What has been the most amazing for me is the transformation that I've seen in the minds of the people trying to solve the issue. That's been huge. That's been, not only have we had on our hearts to want to transform lives and save lives and reduce crime and revitalize our city and our neighborhood. It's been what I've seen with Matt and Tony and Joel working together. It's been the transformation that is in their minds and their work that I see on a daily basis that is just blowing my mind. It's the transformation of who I see at the table now.
I think collaboration has always been out there a little bit, but nothing like this. Just the sustainability that we've seen since October, and there's no end in sight. It looks like this is going to keep on going until we really make an impact and help people live the life they want to live.
I have applied for school in January. I'm working a steady job that I enjoy. I am going into business marketing. I have a history in advertising. I would maybe like to help other natives that are going into business and maybe work in economic development later on for natives.
I feel like what we've done here has given us a framework on how to confront other issues that might be really big for our city. I'm really a believer in the way that we built this, in the way that it's inclusive, in the way that it talks about race and culture and invites all of those aspects at the table. I don't think it could have landed in a better place for us as a city, and I believe in my city so much now, more even, because of what we've been through for the last year and a half.